YouTube, what is going on, everybody? DrunkPilot here. Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Friday to you all. It is about 3:30 in the morning. Yet again, one of those nights. What can you do? But here I am. Had a bit of an interesting day yesterday, but we can get into it on the flight. Here we are in Lukla still. Of course, we landed yesterday, and we are going to be flying to Paro International, Paro, and Bhutan. If you're from the south, or Bhutan, capital of Bhutan, I think it's going to be about an hour and 25-minute flight. It's going to be a little bit longer than that because we're going to be avoiding a lot of terrain. We are a fully laden Swallow. Fully laden King Air 350 trying to fly out of Lukla. So it's going to be interesting. Let me just make sure that I am actually fully laden and I have my right amount of fuel. I need about 2,000 pounds and 100% on the load. So as you can see here, we got the welcome to the airport, welcome to Lukla in the background. If you remember in my comment or my description yesterday, it's still about a 13 to 15 day trek to the Everest base camp from Lukla. So if we can make it up to that altitude, we might be able to, if I can figure out where Everest is from here, we might be able to do a pass by. Maybe buzz the tower at the top, see if anybody's frozen up there. But probably not, because I've been struggling to keep altitude in here. So we'll see what happens. And I'm pretty sure Everest is about 27.5K, maybe 28.5. I can't remember exactly. But let's go ahead and see if we can make it on out. And whoa, hey buddy, let's see what happens to him. Yeah, he made it. Maybe. Did he go to the right? Maybe. It's pretty deadly if you go to the right, so I'm going to try and avoid that. So let me just make sure my flaps are all the way down. Set my trim down a little bit. Make sure my yoki works. All right. We've got a guy coming in here. Parking brake is all the way on. No, not parking brake. Parking brake is off. Toe brakes are all the way on. And we are going to ramp her up. So what I want to do, I want to put some forward pressure on the yoke because I don't want to catch some air off this jump. You ever take her off some pretty sick jumps? Looks like that guy did a go around, which is also deadly. All right, gear up. Flaps can go up a notch. Go ahead and turn my yaw damper on. You can see my RA has showed up again, but I'm clearing that peak. Just want to make sure I'm trading, good enough speed for altitude right now. Climbing at a good enough rate to make it out of these peaks. And I'm not losing a good amount of speed. There goes my RA again. And just look right here. A radio altimeter. Oh, I think I trimmed it too much. I think I did one flight earlier where I made a right turn too soon and I did not make it out. I thought that there was a peak that I could make it through, but it was kind of a V, and I thought it would go lower, but it ended up settling, so I didn't end up making it out. So I'm going to keep on going straight here, and then I can make my right-hand turn after these peaks. Just hit 500. So we're doing good. We're still keeping our speed very well maintained. As long as we're keeping a climb rate. Hey, got an achievement. Only 100 hours? I don't believe that. So right now we're climbing a little bit too much, a little bit too steep. Started trading off speed. Don't want to be doing that. But we also have some peaks coming up. So also have to keep that in mind. I'm kind of afraid to keep on going right. But it looks like that's going to be the best solution. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm gonna keep it left because it looks like right's just gonna keep on getting me in trouble. I can make it out of this one. Just keep my rate, keep my speed. I'll be all right. It's gonna be close. So remember, any kind of turn that you do, you're also going to be losing speed. Come on, buddy. I'm going to go left here. All right. That's not intimidating. When you're at 20,000 feet and you're still having peaks that you have to navigate. Luckily, I've started getting the sun on my side, so I still don't think I'm going to go to the right. Not yet. Still looks a bit risky. I might be able to shoot through here. And I stopped paying attention. Started losing some altitude. That's okay. Starting to wonder if that is Everest right in front of us. Trying to pull it up on my maps. Oh. Just can't find a way there. Okay, I need to focus here. Starting to lose altitude. I'm thinking that that might be it. That might be our Everest. Because it is right on the border of China. Right on the border of China and Nepal. I'm going to say that that's Everest. Because we're at 24. Shoot. Trying to get a screen grab. Okay. me just see. So that is China and Nepal. The V changes to the Z. Peak 29032. Chuck Hung to the south. Let's see. Imja Lake. $29,029. Yep, that's Everest, baby. Yeah. We found it. So you just fly around until you find the peak that you can't make it on over. That's all you gotta do. It's that easy. Not risky at all. And it's a pretty screenshot. You guys are gonna like it. Alright. So I can actually do some things. I can turn my landing lights off. I need to make sure to save that before something crazy happens. Everest. Oops. Didn't mean to bring that up. Let me see. Yo. Nope, not pictures. It's a little grainy because I did it on OBS. And don't worry about that FPS. But there it is. It looks pretty good. I've been talking the whole time and haven't had my charts up. See, what I was showing was difference between Nepal and China on Navigraph. You've got the V border and the Z border, and then you've got the peak right here, 29032. So that's Everest. And let's see where we are. So if you guys ever want to visit Everest from Lukla, it's pretty much just a straight shot north, a little bit east, but you've got to be careful about the peaks and the terrain. So what I had to do, I had to go out of Lukla and left hand and then all the way around, make it around downtown. So left and then a big old right-hand arc. So if you're in a better performing aircraft, you could probably... I mean, if you're in an F-18, yeah, you can make a right-hand turn. But how many F-18s are departing from Lukla? Let's be realistic. But if you're in like a TBM or something that doesn't have a lot of the full load, probably just make a left-hand turn all the way out. Left-hand UE. So, computer issues yesterday. I took off early because I was up so early. And, so I got home and my video was still uploading. So I was just tweaking around on the computer. And I decided that I was going to turn on the overclocking feature in AMD. And I turned it on. And it didn't go so well. So it did a reboot. Never came back up. Didn't even post. So I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So I already had it turned on in the BIOS. So right now, without using AMD, I'm at pretty much 5 gigahertz. I got a base speed of 4.2. I'm hitting 5.03 right now. Is that what it's saying? It doesn't say it on mine, but that's what Task Manager's telling me. 5.06, 5.03. So couldn't get it to post. So I'm kind of freaking out. And of course, to get to my computer is under my desk. Pretty much straight through here. That means I have to move my whole setup out my seat. Which means, you know, I have to watch everything as I move it. Because I gotta watch my yoke. Because my yoke is kind of attached to the desk as a reference point and also as a stability point, so kind of keep it still for push and pull. And I've got my honeycomb here, so when I drag it out I gotta watch the corner and I have to drag this whole thing, and then I got the keyboard here, so, and then the rudder pedals, so it's a whole pivot thing. Friends reference. And so, and then I have to unplug everything, get the computer out. You know, I tried taking 2 sticks of RAM out first, turning it on, still didn't post. So then I unplug everything, take the whole rig out. And then my motherboard doesn't have a BIOS reset button. And I've been looking at other motherboards. I'm sorry, MSI. But if I'm going to start doing these overclocking things, I might need a better motherboard. I mean, I have a Tomahawk B650, which is a good motherboard. It's got overclocking features and stuff. But I don't want to have to do what I'm about to say every single time if it doesn't get to post. So in order for me to reset the CMOS, which is usually what you have to do if it doesn't post, you got to reset the CMOS. That way it clears out all the BIOS. It essentially resets the entire BIOS. I had to take the GPU out. And I mean, this GPU's a 4090. So, you know, there's all this craziness going on with the 4090s. I don't want to mess with it. Whether it be the 12-pin connection or the PCIe. I don't want to do either. But I have to. I mean, I could do the jumper thing, but I don't like doing that. I'd rather just take the battery out and put it back in. So I take the GPU out, and then as I'm unscrewing some of these screws, I don't have my iFixit toolkit. I have it at work because I'm an idiot, and I took it into work because I'm working on my iPad, even though I already have a toolkit at work. But anyways, I don't have a metal or a magnetic screwdriver, so some of the screws are getting lost in the motherboard, behind the heat sinks, all this other stuff. So I have to unplug some of the CPU cables, which are really hard to reach up in the top corners and everything. I have to turn the computer, tilt the computer, do all this stuff for the screws to fall out. I'm losing all this stuff. I finally get the CMOS battery out, get it reset, find all the screws, get everything reset, and then luckily it was at the same time that I also had another fan that was being delivered. So Amazon was out, so I had the computer out anyways, so I slapped the fan in there, and the fan doesn't have RGB right now, but whatever. It's an exhaust fan. It's in the back. Nobody can see it. It's hidden behind the honeycomb and everything. It's in the very back. It's just a primary exhaust, just to push all that heat out. So I get everything back in there. And yeah, it was just a wasted day. Because I got home around 12:15-ish. And I was trying to do some flights. And didn't get the fan until about 6:30. So by the time I got everything hooked back in, it was like 9:30. I mean, I took my time. It doesn't take that long to screw a fan in. But here we are. Everything is working as normal so far. Fingers crossed. And we runway 15. That's what they're giving me. Probably go No. Doing okay on fuel, so I feel like I should be turning more. Oh, all right. Bring my condition levers back. Okay, guys. Welcome to Bhutan. That is going to do it for this flight. Yeah, I had some issues with the brakes. Whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly... That approach was... didn't... yeah. I'm ready to get back into the big stuff. So, hush up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Love each other. Love yourselves. See you in the next one. Okay, turn our yaw damper on. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake here. Should be fine. Gonna be getting close. I'm gonna go ahead and add some flaps. I may have made a mistake. I made a mistake. And into the mountains we go. That was a big boy mistake. That was a big boy mistake.